Hi, Taylor Kilgore here with Humboldt State Tonight. It's now time for the Big Pete's Free Pizza Giveaway Challenge. This year, HSU softball did not make playoffs. Our question for you at home is, when was the last year that this happened? If you answer the question correctly, one of you will be lucky enough to enjoy a free pizza from Pete's Pizza here in Arcata and Eureka. With the answer, email that in to jb@jbmathers.com. Please stay tuned for more Humboldt State Tonight. Thank you.
Pleasure now to be joined by Taylor Kilgore, the HSU Ladyjacks here on Humboldt State Tonight. Taylor, you and the Ladyjacks, another successful year, and you captured the moments of the regionals.
Yeah, we went up to Seattle and I had a camera and kind of followed the team, and here's a little piece surrounding the whole tournament, so hope you enjoy it.
Many never thought the 2009-2010 Ladyjacks would survive the CCAA Conference Tournament. Being that the 2010 CCAA tournament was being hosted at the Lumberjack Arena here in Arcata, many thought that losing on our home court would be a bearable end to a rocky season. The Jacks had another idea in mind. Coming off a victory over Cal State Monterey Bay, the Jacks stunned everyone by beating the #1 seed in nationally ranked UCSD. The Ladyjacks then went on to beat Chico State to become the 2010 CCAA tournament champions, receiving an automatic berth to the regional tournament. There are only 8 teams in the Western region that have the chance to compete in the NCAA tournament. The Jacks, receiving a #7 seed, were one of them. As a #7 seed, HSU was set to play the #2 seed, who happened to be the all-too-familiar San Diego. They already had accomplished the impossible by beating the nationally ranked team twice, once in the regular season and once in the conference tournament. But in a win-or-go-home situation, there was no other option. The Ladyjacks made the journey up to the familiar city of Seattle, where they had competed the previous year for the regional title. Immediately after arrival, the Jacks were in the gym practicing and preparing for the first game.
I got help here.
And after a banquet dinner celebrating the tournament, game day was finally here. After a quick pregame meal, the Jacks arrived for the early afternoon game time.
Like we said, we have a method to our madness. We came down here for our tournament earlier this year to get a chance to play here a couple games. I think we're very familiar, got a chance to play here last year in the playoffs, very familiar with this place, so we got to have that mentality of, our home court kind of mentality. And with having that said, we kind of feed off of our Lumberjack Arena, off of our fans, all that kind of stuff, and here we have to have that same type of atmosphere within ourselves, right? We have energy, pick each other up when things aren't going well. We know they're going to go on runs. We have to pick each other up, okay? And make a play. Have the courage to make that play, make that stop, make something happen, right? And we talk about training all year, right? You train all year just for this. Have fun, enjoy it, get out there and work. And at 20 minutes, we're going to come back in here and we're going to have no doubt that we were out hustling them, we're out working them the whole time, right?
Back on 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes!
The energy in the gym was oozing with the feeling of championship basketball. The game consisted of a series of runs by both teams. It was obvious that no one wanted to go home. However, when it came down to the end, the Ladyjacks had a final burst of energy that UC San Diego could not match. With all the dedicated HSU fans cheering in the stands, Humboldt State was victorious and once again upset the Titans of San Diego.
These however many 18 people were the only ones that thought we could do that. The only people that thought we could do that, and our Humboldt fans that came. But in the back of your mind is, gosh, the #2 seed, #7, and I thought that there was plenty of times that we could have been down and out. They made some runs, had some a little bit of breathing room, but I just think we just kept clawing and fighting and made one play at a time. Okay, and then can't wait to see what happens, right? You got to make plays, and we have people to make plays, and it's huge win for us this year, huge win for the program, knocking off a nationally ranked team like San Diego 3 times, right?
However, after a well-deserved celebration, it was time to start focusing on the next round game. It was later found that the Jacks would once again play their conference rival, Chico State, who was seeking revenge for the previous beating that took place at the Lumberjack Arena the week before. Less than 24 hours later, the Jacks were back on the court.
Seeing an opponent we know, okay, that shouldn't get us complacent at all. We should be ready to fight. You know that it's going to be a war. Every loose ball needs to be ours. Every rebound that goes long needs to be ours. And continue to attack at the offensive end. Okay, so just like we said last night, we want to come back in here, you know, at halftime and say, you know, we've outworked them. Okay, we've been more physical than them. We're outplaying them. It doesn't matter what the score is. We're going to do those intangibles. Okay, we cannot allow them to punch us in the mouth and then recover 5 minutes later. Okay? We have to be the aggressor from the start, right? Go.
Jacks opening 1, 2, 3. Jacks.
With an unfortunate combination of quick foul trouble and shots not falling, the Jacks were defeated. Although it was an unexpected end to an amazing playoff run, the Lady Jacks focused on the sadness of separation rather than the negative aspect of the game. In reality, the true sadness came from the fact that the Lady Jacks were losing 4 seniors to graduation. Paige Peterson, Brittany Taylor, Andrea Bobick, and Louisa Osborne would all be very missed.
1, 2.
After the final locker room speeches took place, the emotional realization that the season was over hit. The last night in Seattle ended with a dinner surrounded with all the families of the players and the dedicated HSU fans. And just like that, the next morning, the Jacks flew out in style aboard a 100-passenger chartered jet back to Arcata.
Hi, we're headed out of Seattle, a little sooner than we hoped, but it's been a good run. We're going charter style because that's how we roll.
It was safe to say that most doubted the Lady Jacks and their questionable playoff future. But with the desire and the belief in each other, the Jacks once again proved that they could compete and defeat the best. I'm Taylor Kilgore reporting for Humboldt State Tonight.
Taylor, that was great work, but was that the Seattle crud?
Yes, got a little sick when I voiced over, but you know, what can you do?
Another TV star next, Louisa Osborne.